Hey guys, Mr. Milton here, just giving you some fraction, a little quick fraction review in case you need it on that first day. As we get started, we'll use this throughout the semester, so if you're good with this, good. If you're here for the refresher, we'll go through addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and we'll work with mixed numbers. So here's a major rule with addition and subtraction. You need to make sure that in order to add or subtract, you have the same denominator. Remember, a fraction is broken up. Number on top is the numerator. Number in the bottom of the fraction is the denominator. Okay? We want to make sure we have like terms in the denominator. So the way that we do that is if the denominators are the same, little spider. If the denominators are the same, then what we'll do is we'll just be able to add the numerators. If they're different, we need to find the least common multiple for these two numbers. Okay, 5 and 3 both multiply to give us 15. So what we can do in order to make this addable is that we'll say, okay, I need to multiply this by 3 to make it 15. And in order to not change the value of the fraction, we're going to multiply the top by 3 as well. Quick thing we'll come back to later in the year, 3 over 3 is 1. If we multiply a number by 1, it doesn't change the value of the number. So 2/5 becomes 6/15. Okay, on the right side, we'll do the same thing. Okay, we need to make the denominator 15, so we'll multiply that by 5. Okay, 5 over 5 is 1. We're not changing the value of the fraction. So 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. Here we have 6 over 15 plus 10 over 15. Because our denominators are the same, we're able to add them together. Okay. And our denominators do not change when we're adding. Okay, that's the whole reason of us making it the same. Okay, so 6 plus 10, 16. And we'll just leave our answer as 16 over 15. Okay, unless there's a reason that we will want to put it as a mixed number, which in most cases there isn't. Okay, that's addition. Subtraction. So we'll look at subtraction, which has very similar rules to addition. We want the denominators to be the same in order for us to subtract. And here we're going to add a little bit of complexity to it because we have mixed numbers. Okay, we do not like dealing with mixed numbers. Okay, so the first thing that we should do is make this an improper fraction, meaning make the numerator bigger than the denominator. The way that we do that is we multiply the number outside by the denominator and add it to the numerator. So here we have 1 times 4, which is 4, plus 3. Our numerator becomes 7. Our denominator is still 4. Do the same thing on this side. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Our numerator becomes 4 over 3. Okay? So we're thinking about subtraction here. In order to subtract, we need to have common denominators. Okay, and so the least common multiple between these two is 12. On this side, I'll multiply the top and the bottom by 3 to get to 12. So I have 21 over 12. Okay, and I'll multiply the top and the bottom by 4 here to get to 12. So I have 16 over 12. Again, my denominators are the same, so I can do the problem. Stays 12. My numerators, I'll subtract. 21 minus 16 is 5. And so our answer is 5/12. Multiplication. Okay. With multiplication and division, we do not need common terms, or common denominators, okay? And so with multiplication, we can just multiply straight across. Our rule, numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So we have 6 times 5 over 7 times 6. Ends up giving us 30 over 42. Okay, and with all fractions, we want to make sure that we simplify if we can. Okay, these are both even numbers. Actually, 6 goes into both of these values. Okay, and so I'm going to simplify this fraction, and it becomes 5/7. That's our answer. Okay, 30 over 42, or 5/7. Okay. And now we're going to look at division. A little bit of a extra step here as we have a mixed number. Okay, whether it's division or addition and subtraction, we want to make sure that we change mixed numbers into improper fractions. So 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 halves divided by 5 fourths. So now we have 2 improper fractions. That's how we'd like it. With division, what we're doing, okay, because we really don't divide what we divide, but the way that we divide is we say, okay, division is multiplication of the reciprocal. Okay, recall that a reciprocal is when the numerator and the denominator flips places. So 9 over 2 divided by 5 over 4, or 9 halves divided by 5 fourths, can be rewritten as a multiplication problem. 9 halves times 4 fifths. Okay, these are the same problems here, but the multiplication is how we'll do the math, okay? And so our multiplication rules don't change. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, 36 over 10. And we can simplify this as 2 goes into both of these. And we simplify our answer as 18 fifths. Okay, and remember that we'll want to write our answer as an improper fraction more than not. Alright, so there you go. You were able to look through a few fraction problems, looking through how to add, subtract, multiply, divide. Hope that helped. If you have more questions, make sure you ask.